Hi preschool, happy Thursday. Today we are reading a story called Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. The author is Judith Viorst. The author wrote the words and the illustrator is Ray Cruz. He drew the pictures. Let's find out why our main character, this little boy, is feeling really upset and angry. First, we're going to take a look at the pictures before reading the words. Okay? We always look at our pictures to help us read the words. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on the skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running, and I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal box, and Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his breakfast cereal box. But in my breakfast cereal box, all I found was breakfast cereal, no toy. I think I'll move to Australia. So he's feeling really upset, really angry because his friends found toys in their cereal box, but he doesn't have a toy in his cereal box. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibson let Becky have the seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window too. I said I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said if I don't get a seat by the window, I am going to be carsick. Nobody even answered. Look how smushed he is in that car. He's sitting in the middle seat. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I think I would also be really upset if I was smushed, if I was being crushed by people all around me. At school, Mrs. Dixon liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. It looks to me like he's also getting in a lot of trouble at school. And when he gets yelled at by the teacher, that makes him feel really upset and sad. Seems like nothing's going his way. I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend and that Albert Moyo was his next best friend and that I was only his third best friend. So it looks like his friends are excluding him. They're leaving him out right now. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone, the ice cream part falls off the cone and lands in Australia. It looks like he's really upset and sad that his friends are playing with each other more than they're playing with him. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds, and Paul's mother gave him a piece of jelly roll that had little coconut sprinkles on the top. Guess whose mother forgot to put in his dessert? Uh-oh, something else went wrong. What do you think he's upset about? What do you think he's mad about? I think he's upset because he doesn't have a dessert in his lunchbox, like the other students. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. It looks like he's having a string of really, really unfortunate events that keeps making him angrier and angrier and angrier. That's what it was, because after school, my mom took us all to the dentist, and Dr. Fields found a cavity just in me. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I'm going to Australia. Why do you think he's so upset right now? What's making him angry? I think he's really angry because he found out he had a cavity. Remember, a cavity happens when we don't brush our teeth. regularly in the morning and in the evening. A cavity is a buildup of all that sugar that we eat from our food. So he has a big black cavity in his mouth, and now he has to have the cavity removed. On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot, and while we were waiting for my mom to go get the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy. And then when I started crying because of the mud, Nick said I was a crybaby. I would be really upset too if I hurt myself. And it would make me feel even angrier if my friends or my family were laughing at me and making fun of me while I was upset. While I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and fighting. So his mom's upset at him because instead of using his words to talk to his friends, he tried to hit them. He tried to use his hands and his feet to solve the problem, instead of just using his words and saying, please stop, or I don't like that. I am having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day, I told everyone. No one even answered. How do you think he feels right now, with nobody listening to him or nobody hearing him? I bet I would feel pretty upset, pretty angry if I didn't feel like people were listening to me. So then we went to the shoe store to buy some sneakers. Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I chose blue ones with red stripes, but then the shoe man said, we're all sold out. They made me buy plain old white ones, but they can't make me wear them. So why is he upset right now? What made him feel really angry? I think he's really angry because he wanted a pair of shoes and his favorite pair was sold out. That means they don't have any more at the store. So he had to settle for a different pair. When we picked up my dad at the office, he said I couldn't play with his copying machine. But I forgot. He also said to watch out for the books on his desk. And I was careful as could be, except for my elbow. He also said don't fool around with his phone. But I think I called Australia. My dad said, please don't pick him up anymore. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. So right now it looks like he's really upset because his father is angry with him. He tousled all his papers. The papers flew everywhere. He accidentally used the phone to call somewhere really far away. And now his dad is angry. Looks like he can't do anything right these days. I would be frustrated too if I felt like I was always getting hurt or making people mad or not getting dessert or not getting my favorite toy. I would feel really upset too. There were lima beans for dinner, and I hate lima beans. There was kissing on TV, and I hate kissing. So he doesn't even have his favorite meal. My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes, and my marble went down the drain. And I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. I hate my railroad train pajamas. It looks like he has to eat food he doesn't want to eat. He has to wear clothes he doesn't want to wear. Just a lot of things going wrong for him today. When I went to bed, Nick took back the pillow he said I could keep, and Mickey Mouse night-night light burned out, and I bit my tongue. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony, not with me. It has been a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom said some days are like that. It was mom's telling him that everybody has a bad day from time to time, and that's okay. It's okay to have a bad day, and it's okay to feel upset and angry about that, even in Australia. So friends, now that we've read our book and we know that our main character, the little boy, was feeling really angry because everything was going wrong that day. He was just, nothing was making him happy. Everything he did made him upset. I want you guys to draw and write about a time when you felt really, really angry. What made you feel angry, and why did you feel so angry? And I want you guys, if you can, to share those pictures on Class Dojo so we can all see your beautiful pictures and your wonderful writing. Thank you. All right, guys, have a good day.